All right, hello. Welcome back to the channel where we take it one step at a time. Baby, I'm your host, Miss Derrica J to lead the way. I haven't been here for a while. I just came back from the grocery store. I'm cleaning some red grapes. One thing about getting fruit from the discount grocery store is you might want to make sure all of your fruit is actually not molded. Every time I buy like this, and I'm feeling like next time I go in there, if y'all see me fondling some daggone grapes, know that it's not because I'm trying to touch all over other people's food. I'm gonna put some gloves on, but I'm not paying for no molded up grapes. If it's being paid by the weight, right? We gotta get picky with every cent that's being spent at this point. I don't care if I got it or I don't. Still no reason for these prices. God damn it. Okay. So today I really do believe that I'm going to change this to a girls talk page channel. We're gonna start on that today. Yeah. Because I'm learning a lot of things that I was not taught growing up that are vitally, vital. I was about to say vitally important. And one of those things, okay. So, y'all like my little backdrop that I put? Yeah, it's so cute, isn't it? I'm gonna let it settle in and see if I still like it. But I think I did a decent job. But yes, let's talk, ladies. Let's talk. So some of the things that I have had to learn growing up. I'm 30 years old. I grew up in a Christian. My mom was Seventh-day Adventist. My dad was not. Okay. So I kind of grew up to see the outside world and the world within religion. But primarily that world of religion took precedence in my molding, if you will. And I'm still unlearning a lot of the things that was instilled in me. Religion, when it's introduced to you as like a child, as you know, you grow up in it, it can take over your whole identity and you start not to see yourself anymore. And I know other people can have many different experiences. I'm not saying mine is the end all to be all, right? But I am someone who asks questions. I am someone who wants to get down to the nitty gritty of it all. I'm not convinced with a whole bunch of people just telling me a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Recently, not too long ago, hold on, look at this. I have this tray. I use it for salad most of the time, but I can use it for grapes too. And I just rinse it out and wash it, and it stays cool. Wow, it's in the refrigerator. So it's already washed. All you gotta do is grab your grapes, okay? It's nothing. I really don't like having to grab the grapes out the bag all the time and wash them every single time. You know, I'm not trying to do that. But let me just say this. This is not about anybody's religion. I do not care. What you do is what you do. And that is what it is, baby. I'm not about to be on nobody's behind. You need to do this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me say why it doesn't matter. It's because if you jump from Christianity to Islam to some Hindu religion, you want to go and learn under the Yoruba tribe, baby, I don't care. If you don't fix what's within, you gonna keep hopping. Just like you speed dating, you speed doing religion, you speed doing spirituality. It's not gonna get you nowhere. Okay, so I'm just saying that to say that. Yeah, I'm gonna sign get my nerves. Where's the top? Oh, it's clear. Eat some. Oh, really? I got this big bad boy for like $2. $2. $3.50. $2. And this got me some soursop leaves. Gonna have some good bush tea, okay? Yeah. Anyway, this isn't about your religion. It's about you. No matter what you do, where you go, whatever, you have to see yourself first. You gotta go inside. You gotta go inside. This is nasty, but this is my home. So, probably like, what? Brush my hair in the damn kitchen? That's disgusting. You don't do that. Don't do this at anybody else's house, baby. Okay? That's disgusting. Leaving your stray hairs, because this is synthetic hair. It does shed, okay? But anywho, this is organic. I cut it. It was 22 inches. It's been a week long, a week and a half almost. The ends don't really do what I want it to do, but I cut it to kind of frame my face, and for that it's doing its job. So I can't even be mad. You know, I can't be mad at synthetic for too much. It was a bundle pack, meaning it came with 3 bundles and this closure. $35. Go get you some. Truly, I'm getting back into my space of taking care of myself, putting myself together. I know this is a 2-week style, but hey, it's something about a sleek, you know, a sleek little bust down that does it for me. Why isn't that doing what I want it to do? Anyway, it's a track slipping up here, but we still look good. Hello? That's what I'm saying. It only is 2 weeks. I ain't got that long. I already know what I'm doing for my next hairstyle, okay? So, like, makeup, I don't do makeup every day, but it's imperative that I put myself together. Anyway, that's a conversation for a different video, okay? So, like I was saying about religion, spirituality, a lot of people are going outside of church to go to, you know, you're trying to find the right answer, and it's like there's nothing outside of God. If you want just a real answer to what you're searching for, there is no God outside of, there is nothing outside of God. I'll leave that there. That's a seed. If it lands on fertile ground, it lands on fertile ground, baby. It is what it is. Anywho, going back, when a lot of us who have grown up in church, it has taken our identities, you know, in growing up in religion and not really having a relationship with God, it takes you, okay? I was reading journal entries from my past relationship when I was in that relationship, and a lot of my journal entries look like, you know, God's gonna work this out, and you know, I'm just gonna take my hand off the wheel, and you know, God's just gonna do it for me. And while surrender is necessary in your spiritual walk, whatever walk you walk in. It no matter, anyone can tell you surrender is important, right? But when you are in a clearly unhealthy space with someone else who is optional in your life, everybody's optional. Everybody is optional. Everybody's not optional, but everybody is optional, meaning that you came into this world by yourself. If you have a twin, you came in this world by yourself, and you're going to leave by yourself, okay? That's what's going to happen. Right now, for women, it is vitally important. No, I'm not going back to that topic because that's good exactly where it's at. You want to know what I did with those pages in the journal? I ripped them up. I symbolically burned them with a red marker. And I let that part of me die. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. In that relationship, I was very prideful. That person was prideful. I say a lot that we were each other's manifestation of insecurities. We were the walking embodiment of each other's insecurities. Imagine that. So the internal fight that we were having with ourselves, we were simultaneously having out loud with each other. Well, let me tell you something. As we go into the next topic of radical accountability. Okay. It took me years to be honest with myself and have gratitude for that relationship. Because if I didn't go through that relationship, I still would have been willing to burn my hand on the stove of other situationships. That relationship saved me from myself. Come on now. Because I'm not innocent. You know, things transpired in a relationship that should not have. And it is what it is. But you know how long it took me to get to this spot? Do you know how long I stood still in time? Frozen. Because I was upset. I wanted him to pay. I wanted some get back. I was mad because I'm like, nobody sees what I've actually gone through. No one's done anything about it. And when you have men in your life that's like, oh, well, we'll do X, Y, Z if someone hurts you. And it's like, even though I didn't really even open my mouth. Because deep down inside, I feel like I knew my part. You know? Radical accountability, radical accountability, radical accountability, radical accountability. It's hard. And you know, it's a running joke that women don't want to do that. And we can joke and laugh about it all day long. That shit is innate. Me be wrong? Hell no. Me be wrong? Must be somebody else. Because I could not possibly be wrong, baby. Paint your nails. Paint your nails how I like them. Paint your nails. Paint mine too. I love that song. That's Anywho. So like I'm saying, radical accountability. If you can be accountable for yourself, if you can know who you are, know your weaknesses, your strengths, who can shock you with that? Who can bring that up to you like in an aha moment? Like aha, nobody can, because you've taken radical accountability for yourself, baby. It's power in radical accountability. No one can pull out a trick card on you. But it also is radical accountability aids in your emotional stability. And as women, we need that right now. Women, you require that. So the food that you eat, the products that you use, the amount of sleep that you get, these all play a part, right? Radical accountability, I say aids in your emotional stability because, like I said, no one can come up and pull a trick card on you. No one can pull your past out on you. Nobody can pull out what you're going through. Oh, well, you don't have no money, da 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 da. Yeah, well, you think I don't got no money because I'm investing in land over here. Huh? So when you know your purpose, you know your plan, you know your vision, you're accountable for yourself. Radical accountability takes you out of the space of victimhood. And that thing is swallowing us up whole. Because society has wanted us to be the damsel. It has been taught that we get more to be a damsel. But it's balance, you know. Because we have the hyper independent and they don't really like that either. So it has to be a balance, you know. What else? What else for this intro video? I'm hearing go back to the journal. The reason I took those pages out and symbolically burned them is because when you write something down, what they say, write it down, make it plain. That's how it comes to be. Okay? That part of me was still living in my new healthy relationship. And when you go and you hold on to these old parts of yourself, and then you're asking for something different, but the same old you is showing up. The old you and the new you can't live in the same place because they require these spaces require the new you. Radical accountability looks like being intentional about everything, especially the words that come out of your mouth. We as women, we don't understand. I know. Sometimes I think that women, we feel like that's the only way we can fight back. Because when we talk, it's sharp. It can be sharp. But we have the ability to pour vinegar or honey out of our mouths. It's up to you. But just know, whatever you put out there is what you are going to get back. Okay? So, and to be intentional about your words, to be intentional about your energy, will really, it kind of goes before you and clears up the space. Meaning, how many times have you gone to an event and you knew deep down inside I didn't really want to go. I know so-and-so is going to be there. I don't want to go. But maybe it's your friend's event and you want to keep your word. Keeping your word in your mind is more important than, you know, letting this person negate how you're going to move, I guess. Or not negate, but direct how you're going to move, right? So you go to the party, you go to the event anyway, but your vibe still isn't corrected. It still does not want to be here because this person did whatever. You don't want to be in the same space with them. So now, but you came and you want that to be the dominating energy, right? But you're not allowing it to be the dominating energy. So you're there with the attitude. That's no fun. That's no fun. So you could have took the accountability, listened to your intuition, and said, hey, I'm going to go sit back. I love you, but I know I'm not going to have a great attitude with them. I would love to take you out. And you can still be accountable and be honest with the person, right? I would love to take you out. We can go out on our own. I'm just not here to ruin your night. I'm not here to do any of that, girl. I love you so much, but me and that girl don't mix. Me and that guy don't mix. And it's okay. But and you will still be celebrated by me. Okay? That's taking accountability. I know my attitude. You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. I love my friends, but I will not do that. Why? Because it's going to bring an energy to the space that is outside of celebration. And we're here for celebration. Okay? That's what I mean. Some of us we are too worried about what the outside wants from us. When it's like, I know if the internal world is not good, the external is not going to be good. And it's also being accountable about your energy. I know what the world wants to make us believe, but at the end of the day, women are walking portals. If you don't believe that there is power in that, I don't know. I don't know. You can't tell me that women are the portals from the spirit world to the natural, to the physical world, and there's no power in that. Women are master manifestors. Excuse me. Women are master manipulators. Okay? Some of y'all gonna hear that and be like, we're not manipulative. Yes, you are. You took and made it into a baby. Hello. Hello. You can take your little apartment and make it into a home with some dollar store wallpaper. That's manipulation. It can go in the other direction, in the very unpleasant direction too. That's why you have to be accountable for your energy. Because some women move the room and they don't even know that they did it. They're consistently a victim to their surroundings, but they don't know that they are the ones that is manipulating their surroundings. Women have the ability to create a pleasant home or hell on earth. So even if no one else tells you, my love, that you are powerful, that you are love, that you are a sound mind, you have to keep that within yourself, no matter if anyone sees it. When we walk around unaccountable, we walk around as a victim, we walk around powerless, we walk around giving our power up to everybody else, and then we say every freaking day that we have no access to our own. So as we move forward, taking one step at a time, back to the center, back to who we are, let's start with the radical accountability. Radical accountability. Especially when other people bring something up that you've done to them. This is the last note. Because this is hard. This is hard. It's easy to do it in your own thoughts, in your own conversations, with someone you agree with. But when someone, especially the people that we love, when they pull us up and say, hey, you hurt my feelings. Hey, you're not showing up for yourself like you used to. Hey, you're not on your shit like you need to be. That's hard to hear. Especially when you know all the things that you're going through on the inside that you don't let people know. Start being honest out loud. First, start saying what you're really going through out loud to yourself. Find a confidant, not a friend. Find a confidant. Hopefully you have a confidant and a friend that's not going to judge you. That's not going to, oh, you should have did this. Oh, you was failing on this. You ready to get up? Come on, let's go. That's what you need right now. That's what we all need right now. And we all need to be working towards it. You looking good is not about other people. You looking good, that's your armor. That's how you show up in the world. How we look, how we present ourselves is how people will address us. Trust me. And is it fair? No. It's not fair. But what you doing when you see somebody who look a mess? Judging them. Unless they getting out a nice car, you not worried about it. Unless they got a nice bag with that awful outfit. You done lined up their whole life. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna post this. Ladies, we got this. We got this. We are power, we are love, we are sound mind. And I thought of a new closing, or actual closing. So here's my closing. First, you're gonna like, share, comment, subscribe on this video right here, and you're gonna share the page as well. Share any of the videos that you see that resonate with you. You're gonna share that with other people, okay? Lastly, I want you to always remember that unforgiveness hardens the heart, which life flows from. So remember that as you go on throughout your week, okay? I love you guys. Cooking with Kaya. Say no. All right, y'all. Bye.